Now let's look at the solution for this. Another very interesting question, another very useful question in our entrance point of view. Now for convenience of solving this numerical, let's put the given data in a two-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system, that is XY coordinate system. Here is the interpretation of the data in a two-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system, that is XY coordinate system. Now the particle is initially having a velocity of 2 meters per second. Of course, let's take that along x-axis. So the initial velocity vector of the particle is represented by 2 cap meter per second, and it is subjected to an acceleration of 2 meter per second square, making an angle 60 degrees with the initial direction. Now this acceleration, which is acting at an angle 60 degrees with the initial velocity, will have two components, and one component will be in the initial direction, that is along x-axis, that is a cos 60 degrees, and there will be another component now which is perpendicular to the initial direction. Initially there is no velocity in the perpendicular direction, but because of this acceleration component, that velocity keeps on increasing. Perpendicular component also increasing because of this acceleration component ay bar, that is a sin 60 degrees component. And thereby after a time of say t equal to 1 second, the particle is now having an accelerated velocity because of acceleration, increased velocity component along x-axis and increased velocity component along y-axis because of the acceleration. Therefore, we have to calculate the velocity vectors along x-axis after 1 second and along y-axis after 1 second. And these two perpendicular components will have a resultant value of velocity that we have to calculate. So let's go ahead with the solution for this. Now it's given that initial velocity along x-axis as 2 cap meter per second, and initial velocity along y-axis, that is uy bar, is 0 bar. There is no velocity along the perpendicular. And the acceleration, when we resolve it into two components, ax bar, the acceleration component acting along the x-axis,